What is my age again? The question has plagued humanity for 2 decades now.
Yeah, since time immemorial, people have wondered about age. Truly the Socrates of our times, Blink-182.
Do you say Socrates? That seems like something that... Isn't it Socrates?
It is. It's a Bill and Ted joke.
All right. I haven't seen that in forever. However...
all we are is dust in the wind. Dust,
I did
wind,
watch
dude.
that new movie with Randall Park and Ali
Always Be
Wong.
My Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, look...
It's a good title.
Not the greatest movie. He sings
Randall Park rocks.
Randall Park rocks, but in the movie he like sings for like a Souls of Mischief style ripoff band that's like I don't know. You're supposed to believe in the movie that his band like could be big if they would just apply themselves, but it's like the most embarrassing middle-aged Souls of Mischief Bay Area rap. Like it reminds me of like every daytime folk festival band I've ever seen. So that's like mortifyingly bad.
Amazing. I gotta watch this now.
You do have to watch it specifically because, and this is a spoiler, there's a 20-minute sort of middle section where for some reason Keanu Reeves starts dating Ali Wong and he plays himself as this like sort of heightened, pretentious Keanu Reeves type. And it is like the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's so good.
I love the Keanu songs. Do you think we could get Keanu on the pod? Because like... You know,
I'm already friends with the director, Chad.
Yeah, you're friends with the director. We know that Keanu likes Mets. And so, it only follows that he likes Blink. I don't know, but like maybe we can get to him through Mets, you know? We'll have someone from Mets on the program, and then
I just started
we'll
chewing ice for some reason. I thought it would be a good idea to chew ice right now.
Elliot, dude, this has had like a perfect Sunday pod energy. I ate a beautiful omelet during the regular episode, and now I've got my pen and my pop in front of me, so I'm already. It's like noon or something where you are, but it's It's 5 o'clock here, baby.
And I'm completely naked because there's no windows in my office, and it's so hot.
I did have
horrible.
I did have to close some windows because as much as I think the rich soundscape of my home is sort of a part of people's experience of this podcast, there's a lot of like weird construction happening in our neighbor's house, which I think we've talked about on the episodes. And so at some point they just started firing up their tools, and so
you need to choose. You need to either choose inner or outer soundscape.
It's true.
You can't be both. It's too confusing.
At that point, you're like, is Ashley operating a saw? And I want you to know that which saw sounds are coming through. And she is, absolutely. She's quite handy.
She's sawing her assistant in half because she's a magician.
Very few people realize this, but Ashley is quite good at sleight of hand magic. Like I think I was going to say,
actually,
she practiced
Ashley
it
does.
a lot, and she's pretty good.
Ashley does give me a little bit of like a possible magician vibe. Like
that's like you literally. I feel like we have to fight now. That's the rudest thing you could possibly say about someone.
In fact, I think Sarah also was like into magic when she was a kid.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Like, kid magician vibe is fine, but I don't think anybody wants to be giving up adult magician energy.
Then again, both of you guys fucking love Vegas, so you probably love...
Oh, yeah.
You probably love magic.
Yeah, I think magic is insanely sick, actually.
The only magic I like, and it is truly mind-blowing and expanding your horizons on life and really does open your eyes, but is the band magic. Is what I find
that's pretty good.
Most magical.
Have you ever been to the Magic Castle when you've been to LA? You seem like the kind of person that would have found your way in.
I would love to go, but no, I haven't. It's so funny that Mark Hoppus hates magic so much. I feel like he needs to lean in more into being a grump.
Yeah, let's make sure that this part stays in front of the paywall. If anyone who's in the nation is down with the Magic Castle or is themselves a magician who is part of the, cabal of magicians that run it... Let us know. I'm sure at some point you and I will both be in LA, Josiah, in the vicinity, and please take us to the Magic Castle, please. That's all
when we're pitching the Darius Burke story.
Yeah. Well, he's a big shot Hollywood guy. He doesn't have time to cover the song anymore.
I didn't mean it as an insult that I think that your wife likes magic. I can see it. I can see it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's loaded, and it's loaded coming from you is sort of more what I mean,
I like that there's this vibe that whenever I say anything, you first take it as an insult.
And before it's funny. I realized like the degree to which like like there is an entire part of my brain, because we talk so constantly, that is like aware, or at least sort of trying to, at any time I experience something new, is like, what would Josiah think of this thing? And so Friday I was hosting an event for a local paper here in Toronto called the West End Phoenix, and there was a bunch of bands playing, and some really like deep kind of Canadian. That was a
strange looking event. That was a weird ass event.
Wild, super wild, that's like a whole other conversation. But I walked in, and I already knew that for the most part this event was like the sort of thing that wasn't necessarily your thing. And the first person that I saw, like the first thing that caught my attention, was a man who was there along with a bunch of Rush fans right at the front of the stage, because Alex Lifeson was performing at this event. He had got to the front of the stage as soon as doors opened, and he had a Ringo Starr like suit jacket on that literally had like airbrush style Ringo Starr portrait on the back, and Ringo Starr's signature, which I sort of started to illicitly take a photo of, and then felt bad because I was like, I'm just like, hey man, your jacket is sick, I'm taking a photo of it, I hope that's okay. And then he was like, no, it's amazing. And then he like the sleeves and the front were all covered in Ringo Starr, and in my head I was like, I'm taking this photo for Josiah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that you thought that I wouldn't be down with Alex Lifeson, and I just want to say right now on the record, Rush fucks.
Wow. Okay, well, let's go behind the paywall now so we can talk about my opinions about Rush. And they are...
Before we do that, we should explain what people are going behind the paywall for, which is more What's My Age Again covers, okay?
Okay, fine.
So just give us your fucking money.
And now about Rush.